Welcome back to Korea, where I still am, but now I'm stranded on a beach. Yes, all pretense has been lost, and basically this video has become a huge metaphor for where I am in life. So, moving on from there, it's beautiful. Here's Matchless GUM, which a lot of people have asked for, by Band-Maid, and I'm looking forward to hearing it. As you guys know, I'm not going to waffle on, you already heard the story a million times before. I'm enjoying Band-Maid, so is this going to be a good one, or is this going to be a great one? Let's find out and go. It's going to be a loud one. Let me turn that down a bit. Okay, I'm already in love with that riff. That's amazing. So simple, but just so powerful. Very simple, very dramatic, big guitar stabs. This one feels like it's going for like a movie theme tune or something. Let's hear the chorus. I love when she does the high notes. She hits them fantastically, and they always just accent songs, but yeah, this is big and dramatic, all right. Oh, I know it's simple. I know it's not like the most unique riff, but I can't get over that. That's a fantastic one. That reminds me of Don't You Tell Me. Oh, we've gone dubstep. And I like it. Let's see where this goes. Go on, don't half-ass it. Fantastic solo, lots of feeling. Really enjoyed that. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have a lot to say about this one, so let's crack on with the talking. Oh, I've accidentally played it again. Stop. As good as it is, I can't listen to it twice. That's just not the way this channel works. I guess this whole segment right now should be called "Is it beautiful enough to make me look away from an island sunset?" Which, if you think about it, that's what I'm doing. I'm turning my back to the sunset so you can see it while I watch Band-Maid. You get to see the best of everything. Think about that. The suffering I do for this channel. Yeah, looking at the song though, yeah, straight off the bat, actually, I really like that. Like I said, I really like the riff. It was one of those riffs where, hard to even call it a riff, just like sort of the intro thing. There's always this element when you've got something which is really simple and impactful. There's always that question mark of, okay, if something's that simple, can it also be unique? Can it stand the test of time? There are some things which work like that. I mean, if you think about it, things like the intro to Back in Black by AC/DC, Timeless, incredibly simple if you think about it. And yet, it's for all the things you can do, it'd be very hard to pull off doubling that up. You could never really just play those chords as guitar stabs in any other song without someone going, things like, oh God, what's the Led Zeppelin one? The one that Rage Against the Machine kind of ripped off. Kashmir, isn't it? You know, things like that. And, you know, Rage Against the Machine sort of wholeheartedly said, yeah, as far as I'm aware, they sort of wholeheartedly said, yeah, we're doing we're taking that and we're running with that idea, because you can't play those notes without people saying, yeah, it's Led Zeppelin. There are just some things which, even though they're incredibly simple, remain timeless. Now, obviously, I can't say that this song as an album track is going to ever be on that kind of level of timelessness, but I would be interested to know after replays how much replay value this maintains, because I get the feeling this is one of those ones where that intro just sounds fantastic, and there is nuance to it. It might just be a simple chord pattern, but the way they play it, there's a bit of overlay going on in there as well. The way the two guitars are not just mimicking each other, from what I can hear, there is a little bit of play there. So it's like I said, I'm concentrating a lot on the riff, but the riff gives it immediate impact from the intro, gives it immediate impact from the get-go. In regards to the melody, it was, again, as with a lot of their album tracks seem to have almost better melodies than their singles. There's a really interesting melody to that. Some good use of the high notes with her vocals. There was a sort of good concentration. I believe this is an album track from what I've checked. I don't think this is a single. There was a sort of great play between the backing chords and the vocal melody. It had another fantastic bridge. The guitar solo, like I say there, might not exactly be breaking any new ground, but there was a lot of passion in it. I think sometimes, because she has a guitar solo in pretty much every single song, some of them come across as, I know people are going to be angry if I say this, some come across as a little bit more passionless than others. Not to say that any of them are bad. They all seem to be good. Like I say, some of them appeal to me more, some of them appeal to me less. But I think that one seemed to have a real element of passion, and I love I love a guitar solo that kind of fuels the song more than its technical prowess. Now, what she was actually playing there, in all fairness, I could play that. I'm not an awful guitarist, but I'm not exactly a virtuoso by any means. I could have played what she was playing there. So I think any guitarist would say that was not incredibly complicated, but it was just fantastically delivered. There was a lot of feeling, and she played it in a way which really sort of sounded like she was grabbing the guitar and throttling it by the neck, literally. It just sounded fantastic. So that guitar solo really worked for me. The arrangement, as again, it's Band-Maid 101, follows all the normal sort of directions, intro, verse, chorus, slightly more interesting verse, chorus, bridge with a couple of phases, including a guitar solo. End usually has a little bit of a ramp up, because they usually, it just sort of works. So nothing about that is exactly breaking the mold for them, but that was another one, a really good one. And they have a lot of really good ones, and I admit, it seems to be that almost favour the album tracks a lot of the time, but that one was one that I really enjoyed. One of the things that did stand out for me, though, there was, like I said, I mentioned that there was a little bit of they almost stepped towards a slightly dubsteppy feel, and this can be this problem sometimes when you hear a live version, is because if a song has at its core some sort of production element, some sort of element that's been added by the producer, which is not actually delivered by the band like that, it can really make the song. And bands will very often opt for that sort of thing to be included because it just accents what's going on. But when you hear it in a live recording, sometimes it sounds a little bit tacked on because it doesn't quite flow and sit into everything. It sounds like a separate recording being played, and that did sound the case there. Like they had the little thing which was happening in the and that crossed over into the last chorus, and that felt really tacked on, like it just wasn't part of the mix. But I'm sure if you heard that in the actual recording, it would work much better. There's actually a seagull over there looking at me. You fuck off. He knows I've got a sandwich in my bag. I'll talk to you later. I'm doing a reaction right now. Anyway. So, yeah, basically, that's pretty much everything I had to say anyway. Because basically, there was a really good song. He's not scared of anything. No, I think he wants the water bottle. So, yeah. Great song, really enjoyed it. Again, there's always that thing. Some of the songs, like with Rockin' Me, it actually sounded. I really appreciated hearing it live first, but I think a lot of the time, hearing an album recording is a good idea. But as usual, if you guys give me a link, I will follow it. I am still thinking to myself that maybe I need to go and check that out on the album recording, though, when I have access to internet again, which I obviously don't hear, and then I can see if he's leaving now. Yeah, you go along. Jog on, mate. And I just sort of thinking to myself, well, yeah, if I heard that on the album recording, would it make it better or not? But anyway, the one thing I can say, definitely very interesting song, really enjoyed it. Lots of little elements in there which make it kind of unique, but just a good listen. The arrangement wasn't particularly different, but the melody was really interesting, and there was little production elements that maybe work better on the recording. But yeah, I will check that out on the album version before I consider whether it gets anywhere near my top 5. It might do, but there's some really strong contenders, so probably not. But still, probably put that in my top 50% of Band-Maid songs though. So for now, from the island, ciao.